SC Legal Carry. We train people to get a CWP in the state of South Carolina. If you need a concealed weapons permit, please look us up online at sclegalcarry.com. What I just got in is the Recover 2020 stabilizing brace. Let's try to put it on my Glock pistol and see how it does. What I got my Glock in now is a MCX, a micro conversion kit. Very small, very compact. Hit the button, folds right up, comes open. I got a Romeo 5 on the top, have a small laser here on the side, have the activation button over here. I just take my thumb, push the button, laser turns right on. Super nice, lightweight, easy to install. You hit the button here, pop this open, pull the two buttons down here, gun pops right out of it, ready to roll. Gun has been cleared, no ammunition in the area, and pretty easy to pull this Glock out of here. It's a Glock 17. This thing, I think I'd give $160 for this. Absolutely love this thing. Spare magazine goes here in the front of it, easy to install. So let's put this to the side and let's take a look at this Recover, see how it does. Let's see what comes with it here. Let's pop it open. So it's got your instructions here, how to put it together. I briefly looked over these real quick so that I could do the video. Let's see what comes with it. So you get your Recover brace that's in here. Pretty basic. Push the button, pops right open. No. All right, how we do this? Oh, unsnaps right here. Should unsnap. All right, unsnaps from here and locks into place. Pretty compact, pretty small. This part here opens up. You have to press the button to close it. After you close it, you pull here, spread these apart, put your gun in. Let's see if we can get our gun in here. Here's all your parts. All right, so this goes on your slide. This is the large one, and then you get the small piece here to go on. I guess this is so you can hook it and charge it. And this little piece snaps on the bottom so that these go in like this to put it together. So in the picture, you see along the side here where your gun goes, you can put some rails, Picatinny rails. None came with it. I guess that's an extra accessory you have to buy. You'll only have a Picatinny rail on the bottom of your firearm when you purchase this thing. So you've seen how easy the MCX was. So let's try to put this thing together. And let's see, this is the bottom piece. So we're gonna slide lock it to the rear. We're gonna drop this little bottom piece on here. Let's see, it goes on like this. There we go. So we slip that in, slide it right in there to the bottom. Now, you can choose which one to use. Let's use the taller one so that we can hook it to rack it back a little easier. Snap that on there. We put our little screws in the top. That one. This one. Little tiny nuts that go with it, so they'll drop in. Let's do them one at a time. One of the screws fell out. Get in there. All right, so we got the nut in there, so let's try to do it this way. Go in. Maybe it'll get started. Shouldn't need a whole lot of pressure on this. Just to close it up there. Oh, here we go. We got the rear piece on, and I guess that's so you can hook it and pull it back right there. All right, so that goes on. We won't need the short one. And let's see. So spread this. So you gotta have this part open here so that you can open up the front. So we got the front open. Let's drop our Glock in here. Well, pretty much goes in one way. Fairly easy to do that. The screw came with it. We'll just drop it in here and tighten it up with the wrench they gave us. It says to tighten it up till this seam here is nice and tight and closed across here. So there we go. We've got it on the firearm. Didn't take long to put it on, not too complicated. So now we got it on the gun. So charge it, pull it here to charge it. You can catch it here. So you got these little notches here. Maybe you can see better this way. So see how it flares out there? So you've got a little bit of space there where you can reach in. You can charge that up. And this piece, this is your arm brace. Goes against your arm as you're shooting the gun, right? You reach out. I can still see the sights on it, but the bottom line, you know, Glocks have a line across the bottom of the rear sights. The rear white line across the bottom of your rear sights disappears when you go to sight this in. I've got maybe 3/4 of the front dot showing on here. There we go. So that's going to be the sight picture that you got when you look through it. But here's the problem though. The brace, well, from my perspective, the brace here using the gun is not going to really help you any, okay? When you're shooting a pistol, it's just floating out here in your hands. Having this attached to your arm, from my perspective, is a little uncomfortable trying to keep it on there. I don't see how that's going to help you. Your arms are moving anyway. This whole thing's moving out here in space. You would want to do this with it, right? The gun's not loaded, no ammo in it. But wouldn't you want to do this so that you can get a better grip on the pistol and hold it and fire it? But look, let me take my glasses off here. Look how close when you fire your gun, it's coming right back towards your eye. Your slide is, if you shoulder this thing at all to shoot it. The other problem is, I can't see the rear sights. I can't even get down far enough on it to use the rear sights on the gun if you try to shoulder this thing. So shouldering this thing is not going to be any use to you at all. And if you want any kind of accessories, you're going to have to buy the rails to go here on it. I guess you can mount something up underneath here if you wanted to. What are you going to do with this thing? Sure, it's small, fairly lightweight, but you pop it out, and then if you're going to operate this thing, you got to strap this thing around your arm to use it. I don't really see the benefit to that, to get out there to shoot. Here, absolutely useless when you go here with the thing, plus it's coming right back into your face with this. Anything goes wrong, that makes it really easy to charge the gun up. So there's a plus or a positive. Maybe they ought to just sell these to people so that folks with issues grabbing the slide can just charge the gun without this. So take it back apart. All we got to do is remove this screw right here, this one screw in it. So we would come back in here. We got a screw out. You just pop it loose here, lift it open, gun comes right out of it. Then here's the brace again. Fold it up, and I don't know. Let's just take. All right. So this piece on your gun, if you have difficulty racking your slide, look at that. That's actually pretty nice, even because it's thick. See how thick it is right here? Even though it's thick, with the thickness of it, you can grab it and rack it. You could hook it on something. Damaged my wife's table here, but if we come down on the table, really easy to rack that. Doesn't really get in the way of the operation of the gun. You can, like I say, it blocks a little bit of the bottom sights, cuts a little bit of the sight picture off, but it's still usable, very doable with the gun. I'd say the best feature of it's this right here. For folks with issues with their hands, with racking their guns, this would be a great piece to put on your gun. But as far as this Recover 2020 piece, if I can get that back apart, to go on your gun, for me, this is going to be a no-go. This thing's going to get returned. Just not a very useful product in my eyes for home defense, to carry your gun around in, to be able to use your gun. For my money, if I was going to do anything, I would buy one of these MCXs right here. Push in, pop down, pull back, and wait a minute, we got to remove this piece. Let's slide lock it and push that bottom piece out of there. Gets it right off. It's clear. All right. Okay, guys, for my money, this is what I'm picking up right here and using. You just pop this out and your Glock drops right back in here, snaps into place. This thing goes right, whoops. This thing goes right back into place. Popped it out there. So there we go. We charge her up. She's ready to go. We've got laser on top, or a red dot on top. We got a laser here with a thumb activation button on it, very small, collapses up. Easy spare magazine right here in the front of this thing. And if you want to take the gun back out of it and use it, pops right out of here. So I'm going to hang on to this and continue to use this. I can fold this up, throw it in the four-wheeler, keep it behind the seat in the Jeep. Have it with me for whenever I need it. Also, it's great in the house. This thing works out great for the girls to use also. Takes really no experience at all. You just round in the chamber, squeeze the button, and you are ready to go with this. So, sorry, Recover. We're going to send you back. Not going to make the cut for me to keep it. I'm going to stick with my MCX. Remember, folks, be a responsible adult. Don't push your responsibility as an adult off onto a child. Buy gun locks and gun safes. Secure your firearms. Till next time, take care.